What's up, everyone? It's Carrie, aka Nerdygirlcreates, and yes, we are finally back. It's Otaku Tuesday, and I am here with the squad. But before we get into anything, I want to first thank everybody for finally getting me over 700 subscribers. Next goal is 800. We could do it. Let's get us to 1,000 by the end of the year. So hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime there's a new video up. Let's go and say hi to everybody. Laura, how are you doing? I know you're excited about something.
I am very excited about something. I even read something because I was so excited about that something.
I know you are. We're going to discuss that later. Mark, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good.
It's ladies' night, apparently.
It is pretty nice. It's pretty
And
nice.
we're going to have some fun.
Yeah, I love your yellow shirt, by the way, Mark. I just love that.
Yes.
It's like
thank
a
you.
nice
The
yellow.
CBGB.
It's very yellow, yes.
Wait, what is CG or CBGM?
CBGB.
It's a club that's, I don't know if it's still open in New York, but it used to be known for all the different rock groups that would come in and perform there.
Yep, I think this one's punk rock.
But yeah, it was mostly like the punk rock
country. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
The legendary club. I don't know if it's still open. I should check that out.
I don't know either.
But yeah, it's legendary. Well, we got some interesting news this past week, didn't we? Apparently, our favorite place to go shopping
I was so
has
bummed.
decided that it is now going to finally merge with Crunchyroll. That's right. Right Stuff Anime is going to officially merge with Crunchyroll's website. What is it? October 10th, they said? You have to the 9th to finish up your orders on Right Stuff. It kind of sucks, but
yeah.
There is some good news, right, Laura? You heard some good news.
Yes. Manga alerts, because, like the big question is they put out their frequently asked questions, about memberships that will still have them. I know the affiliates links got really hurt on that. I think you can not subscribe, like you can reapply or something. But they said they have, like all their things. You have your membership, you'd still be able to have discounts. But the big question is like, hello, the price. We want to know, is the price going to be the same?
Like
finally,
the most important part.
Yeah. And Manga Alerts asked them, took a picture of the DM of them saying, yes, they are going to keep the price the same. And then somebody also asked about the shipping, because numerous people on Twitter were saying that Crunchyroll's shipping is atrocious. And I was like, well,
notoriously atrocious.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So, but they also said the shipping was going to be really good as well. So, it should.
Good news.
Because that was like when that news broke. I mean, I literally I feel like all day I was just like, what am I going to do? Like the manga prices that are the lowest are gone. Or that's what it felt like, before we got anything with the the leak. Buy Manga Alerts, no less.
Yeah, I was totally bummed like all weekend. I'm just like, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to downsize my buying even further. I was like, I really don't want to.
Yes.
I know.
Like, there's too many good series that I'm reading right now, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to be really choosy now.
Yes. Oh, talking about that, has anybody seen the new cover? I think it's Stella Gazing at You, or it's by the same creator of Ron the Peerless Beauty. So cute. The cover's so cute. Let me see if I can get it. Sorry, that was sort of off topic. But we're talking about.
I want to see.
Okay.
I love Ron.
While you're doing that, I have an affiliate with Right Stuff, and I did get an email from them letting us know that they will be closing out the affiliate, but you can sign up for the Crunchyroll one that they're going to be offering. So I don't have any details on the Crunchyroll one yet. I don't know if anything's going to roll over from the affiliate. It doesn't sound like it, but...
Yeah, which is a total bummer.
Yes.
I was almost there.
I know. I was like, I'm getting close, and then I see the announcement. I'm like, damn it!
Oh, see, I didn't have one, but do you guys feel the way that however what they told you guys, you'll still be able, if you reapply as affiliate for Crunchyroll, will you be approved, or is there a chance you won't be?
I don't know. I have no details on the Crunchyroll one. I have to look into it more.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you'll hear about it once they get everything transferred over.
Okay.
Did they say they're going to have the same type of stock as Right Stuff? That
I
was my
think so.
I got the impression that
Yeah.
they would have nothing. Not, I mean, nothing would change in what we do on Right Stuff. It's just now on Crunchyroll, based off
Yeah.
everything they said.
okay.
I hope that's true.
But the only difference, and you know something, I was talking to a lady on, well, here first, Mark. Here is the cover. If you can see it,
So
look how
cute.
cute! I love those
That
little
is pretty.
stars. Oops, sorry. But I
Let me
was
see if I
like,
can-
I
So
am
cute.
so stoked for that series. So that was one of the
Me
new
too.
series I saw it today. Hey,
Hi.
I forgot what I was saying because I got overly excited. What were we talking about right before that? Sorry,
Everything
guys.
like
The
is
stock
transferring
at
over. Yeah.
yeah.
About the
Oh,
that everything should be the same. It's just going to be
mhm.
on Crunchyroll. I feel like I had something else I was going to say on my brain. I'm so sorry. See, this
It
is
sounds
why I
like they're
should
going to
take them off.
keep the same warehouse and all. They're just going to do it
Oh,
Yeah.
under the Crunchyroll banner. Is that what you're saying?
I feel like they said at least in the beginning, but they
Mhm.
did not clarify about
Mm.
later on if that would be the case or not.
Yeah.
I know what the manga sloth was saying. It wouldn't make sense for them to move all of their inventory over to another warehouse.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem like there was any layoffs because I don't even remember if I think it was on Anime News Network when they were breaking down like when the buyout happened and the person that owned the company, their name, and then they just said it like at the beginning of in March of this year, like there was one lady that did social media that left, but there wasn't any mention of like that people were let go or anything. In fact, it seems like there wasn't anybody because even though like Right Stuff like within the past 2 weeks they took down their chat system that you could do like if you wanted to change something on your order, they took that down and their phone number. So the only way that you could contact customer service is through the help button or whatever, and then you have to email them. But every time now I've gotten an email reply, it's by what seems like a person here in the States. I don't mean that like rudely or anything, but before, like
No.
I wasn't always talking to what seemed a native English speaker. So I was just curious because I'm like, if everybody was still there or not, because it just seems so in-house now, but I don't know how true that is just from my experience recently of contacting them.
And my next question is, I know from the comic book side with retailers, and I'm not like an expert on the retail side, but with comic books, they have to go through certain distributors to get like their comics. Like Penguin House is one of them. There's another one, and I don't know, is the same thing happen in manga, and do they need to get new contracts, or will they be able to get all the titles from all the different publishers, or
That's a good
my
question.
other concern.
Yeah. I was
I
happy to
should
see.
ask my comic book friend who gets manga in his shop and see what he says. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I was happy to see that they're going to transfer over all the wish lists and stuff because I had like a whole system with Right Stuff, like the pre-orders and putting them in the month wish list so I know when they popped up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh good, they're going to transfer all that. So hopefully they'll have
That's
a good like pre-order section so you can still comb through and see what's coming out for every month. That would be great. But
I'm hoping that as well. And I remembered what I wanted to say earlier. Sorry. The only thing that seems different to me than how it's been in the past is one thing that they mentioned in their frequently asked questions is that, once the merge has happened and they've moved over to Crunchyroll, you'll get a 10% off coupon. And any other time you want another 10% off coupon, you have to email that email address that they have. It does not seem like how it's been now with Right Stuff where you're like occasionally get like a 5% off coupon or a 10% off coupon. And I was telling a friend that I was like, how many of us, including myself, because I remember tonight, are going to delete that email, not have that email address handy because it's not a Crunchyroll email. It's something associated with Right Stuff. And I'm like, if you don't have it, you can't find it. How are you going to claim possibly future 10% off coupons. And so I went tonight, I went to that email, I took it out of my trash, and I bookmarked it. I put a star on it. It's like, do not
right
forget
now.
this. Like, write it down. Yeah.
Go right now.
Yeah, because they didn't seem like, because their last question they had was like, it was weird. They're like, can Crunchyroll members get on the discount? And they said, no, we're not doing that at this time. So I'm like, if you lose that email or you don't have it, because you have to send your membership details, and it's only for those that have the right stuff membership.
Gotcha.
So
mine expired like last month.
Really?
I don't think mine's expired yet. I gotta check.
I just renewed mine like this month. I think it was like the second week of this month or something.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a week ago mine expired. I feel like I'm in October already.
It does feel like
it does. It really does.
Like a month ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping they keep a lot of what made Right Stuff like the most desirable place to get manga. Because I have been looking at alternatives like in-stock trades. Yes, they have really great deals on a lot of manga, but they have very limited stock and things. Like, I was looking at the Berserks, and like they only had like 3 volumes in stock, and I'm like, and then you have other ones like Manga Mart that look like they have some pretty decent deals, but they are also a smaller company, so they don't have a wide range.
Yeah.
The only other one I could think of is Barnes & Noble.
I did look into, was it Cypher, that new publisher that popped up?
I know Manga Sloth has something with them.
Well, I compared like one order. I think I just did it before. Did anybody else make an order over the weekend after they heard the announcement? Only for yesterday to regret they made the order because there was the 15% off coupon. Did anybody else have that happen to them? Because I showed up.
I had like a 10% off coupon already in my thing. So I just did my January pre-orders with that one. And then I saw that one. I'm like, ooh. And I found out it's not for pre-orders, just in stock stuff. So I'm like, well, what can I get in stock?
That's what I did. I was like, it's time to play catch up on series I didn't have.
Just in case, because that was before I found out about the same pricing.
Yeah, same. Obviously, I'm so thankful that they said they're keeping those back orders because I'm like, please, I'm like thinking of like Strobe Edge, Earl and the Fairy, and like there's another one.
Story.
I'm like, come on, bring them. Let us keep up. So going back to what you said earlier, Mark, I really do hope that they have an easy system to see the pre-orders, because that was one thing I loved going about Right Stuff is like you could see, okay, what's just coming up, or if you want to sort by month, like it was so easy to navigate. And I was like, how
no other website does that.
And I'm like,
Barnes & Noble, it's very hard to figure out what's coming up. Because they do have a pre-order section, but it's not like Right Stuff. So it's like, it's just so hard to navigate. Same with Amazon.
Moonbeams, I think they're going to honor it, I think.
I haven't heard about the prepaid, so I'm curious as well, because everything else, I haven't done any prepaid with mine. But it seemed like everything was going to be honored and fulfilled, because they did at least say any previous orders would be specifically fulfilled from Right Stuff. So
let's hope.
Let's hope, At least it feels much more hopeful now than it did, because it just felt like doom and gloom.
I know.
I saw that on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it now, and I was just like, no. Just when I'm getting back into the workforce, you have to go and do this to me.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm hoping that it does turn out, that it does work out. But then again, it's Crunchyroll, and I know a lot of people are not happy about the fact Crunchyroll bought another. It's. Hey, Mark. He says, for what they said, I do believe they're honoring it. Thank you very much for that information.
I was going to go shop at like Barnes & Noble's when, with the big monopoly, but then when the price, they announced the pricing should be the same, I was like, I'm sorry, I want the cheapest price I can get.
I know. I do have the membership with Barnes & Noble, though, that's supposed to give you discounts and
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the good thing is, like, with that pre-order sale, when they do it twice a year, that's the time because the sale I mean, that's the best deal I've noticed, is with
Mhm.
if you have a membership and then you do with the additional 25% off from that sale, you get, the 35% off, but you have to spend, was
Um,
it, like, 40 bucks for the membership? And I'm just like,
yeah, that's a lot of money.
yeah,
As
yeah,
opposed to like
so
the 18, what was it, $18 for Right Stuff?
well, that's because my husband, I was like, "Look," I'm like, "Here, I'm in limbo," because that
Mhm.
was actually the time that I was like, "Should I get Barnes& and Nobles or renew the Right Stuff?" And I was
Mhm.
like, "Well, 18 compared to 40, and I don't have a local Barnes& and Nobles." So I was like, "We're gonna go with
Same.
the 18." So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mark's great here. We're doing
mhm.
well. Thank you, Mark, for asking.
Yeah,
Crunchyroll is turning into Microsoft of anime and manga, just buying everyone out.
it really
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Oh God, what's next? What's next for them to catch?
yeah.
Mhm.
And oh, here we go. And Danatez says, "I'm surprised that Crunchyroll announced they would be keeping Right Stuff, discounted prices, and packaging deals. Must have realized if they didn't, they have nothing to compete Barnes and
Yeah.
Noble." Because
True.
Barnes and Nobles actually has the same selection just without the discount, which is true.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't get a lot in stock Moonbeams. That's the sad part because they have some great deals, especially on the hard covers, like the ones from Dark Horse,
I
like
was
Berserk.
surprised. I went on there and I was shocked, yeah, that like they have, I think, the best pricing if the manga you want's in stock. Um, I was really surprised. And I forgot about them, but they had the last volume I needed of Library Wars. It came super yellow, brand new. But I remember they were the only ones that delivered and having that volume I needed.
Besides the volume I pre-ordered for Berserk on Amazon, Volume 14, I am trying to fill out the rest of them. I'm kind of hoping In Stock Traders gets them because they have the
Mhm.
Mm.
best deals on them. They really do.
Yeah.
So, any other thoughts or comments we want to make about this whole merger?
If you haven't ordered from Right Stuff, go do it and use that thank you coupon.
And I have an affiliate link down below,
There
so
you
use
go.
that.
Go use Carrie's affiliate
Hopefully, I can
link.
get something out of it before it goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on the upside, we did get some manga announcements this week
Mm.
from Seven Seas. I feel like Seven Seas always, at least, you know.
Has a couple. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to start with new license. My Girlfriend's Not Here Today. It's a Yuri. It's from the creator of Transparent Light Blue. Have no idea. I'm going to butcher names, so I apologize in advance. I don't have Nick here to do his voice. Ashina Uni is lonely. She has a girlfriend, but it feels like they're barely dating. Pent up, Ashina vents her secret frustrations on an anonymous social media account. One day after class, she gets swept up in a conversation with the striking, outgoing Taki. Taki peppers her with personal questions until she reveals that she's been following her supposedly secret social media. Taki insists that she only wants to talk, and the more time they spend together, the more Ashina can feel herself opening up. Until Taki shows her true colors, threatening to blackmail her to get more time alone. What will she do when she gets caught in an erotic web of secrets and lies? Yeah, I don't think this is for me, but
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
I have a friend that loves GL, and this was like the one GL she said she didn't want licensed. She said it's very,
Mm.
very toxic. Very,
Oh,
yeah, I was about to
yeah,
say, just reading that, I was like, this is very
yeah.
toxic. You're like
yeah.
blackmailing somebody into a
Gosh,
relationship.
yeah, I was like, mhm.
It's like, no,
Oh.
thank you.
Yeah, yeah, no, thank you. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of like
All
that.
right.
Was it Black Prince and Wolf Girl kind of?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you
Uh-uh.
know, I had somebody almost sell me on it. They're like, it does get better. They're like, the guy's really sweet. I'm just like, I can't. That
Yeah.
first volume, though.
The
Carrie,
first
well, you
volume
like
is
the anime.
terrible.
Oh gosh, yeah. But Carrie, you've watched the anime, right?
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like I want to punch him most of the time. There's another one. What was it? The girl and I think Wolf Boy or something, where it's like reverse. Like
Mm.
Oh,
he will be her dog or whatever because she's the only one who's not afraid of him or something. I think I got
oh,
the wrong title, but
Oh man.
so it's kind of like I kind of feel like with those type of stories because it's like
mm,
that's not how I want to see a relationship start.
Yeah.
Like boys over flowers with the whole rich kid bullying her to the point where he's got the whole school attacking her, and somehow they end up in a relationship.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy.
Yeah, no, this is a no. All right, next one up is Only the Stars Know. It's from the creator of The Two Lions. It's a boy's love. After suffering a loss both at work and in his personal life, college student Sora feels crushed. A stiff night walk to process his thoughts leads him to a discovery. A handsome man sitting in a secluded spot in the park that's perfect for stargazing. Sora and the man start chatting, and he feels comfortable enough to start talking about his problems, but he's still stunned when the man kisses him.
What?
Although Sora initially writes it off the night as an unexpected connection with the stranger, this isn't the last you'll see the man who stares up at the sky. Can I ask why they think this is kind of romantic, that somebody just takes it upon themselves to kiss you without your permission?
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. Like, there's a lot of people that were really hyped for this series on Twitter. I would say just I like that starry background they have, where like they're sitting cool. Nice star effect.
I don't know. This is like, I feel like we need a little more detail what happened. Maybe they were flirting and then suddenly like he thought it was okay to kiss. I don't know. I feel like
because it seems
that
so
doesn't
random.
present it well. Yeah. Okay, so that's that one. The next one, I don't. Oh, do I have it? It's called
light novel. Too many words.
It's a light novel. It's a tender LGBT plus story from the award-winning author of The Tunnel to Summer, The Exit of Goodbyes.
Oh.
The cover's so pretty.
It is.
They said too many words. There's only certain exceptions I'll do for light novels. This is unfortunately not one of them. They have to have my best boys in them.
Well, one fun fact is that you can tell that this is more of a normal romance since it's under Seven Seas regular label. If it was under Steamship or Ghost Ship, that would be a different story. Yes. Yes. All right, this next one is a Korean manhwa, Reborn Rich. I think there's a K-drama. Yes, it says it right here. K-drama. For 13 years, Hinwo was a loyal employee of the Sonan Group, the largest corporation in South Korea. He worked his way up from the bottom of the corporate ladder, only to be betrayed by the very company he dedicated years of his life to. With nothing to show for all of his work, he resigns himself to death, only to be reborn years in the past as Dojin Jin, the grandson of the founder and CEO of Soyoung. As the youngest grandson, he stands no chance of inheriting the company, but he refuses to accept his fate. He'll get revenge against the rich and powerful family, who are now his relatives, by rising to the top and becoming the head of the family himself.
Which sounds pretty interesting.
First one that actually did.
You say you have seen the drama, or you'll watch the drama?
No, I said I'd watch the drama.
Did you like it?
No. I said I would watch it. Yeah, probably watch it.
I saw the trailer. It looked really good. I just haven't gotten around to watch it yet.
I haven't even seen. Was it on Netflix?
Or is it on? I'm gonna guess
it might be on. It might be on Viki. Yeah. It's on one of them. It's either on Netflix or Viki. I gotta look it up. It's actually called Reborn Rich, because sometimes they change the names and it throws you off, and you're like,
they're different.
There's another one that's coming out from, and I think it's Seven Seas 2, or it's Yen Press, I'm not sure, but what was it? I saw the drama, and the drama was really good. Soan Class or something like that. I forgot. It was named after the city where everybody is like from different countries, and he's also looking for revenge, but it's a really good story because it brings up a lot of different things that happen in Korea, and there's a lot of different people from different walks of life. And he builds up his own restaurant to compete with this man who destroyed his life. It's another one that's really good. And I'm looking forward to the manhwa. That is on Netflix.
I will say that these manhwa, they do be hitting revenge stories really, really hard. Like Marry My Husband. Whew. Seeing that lady get her revenge back, I'm like, there's just something. I mean, like, you see like revenge stories like in other things, but I don't know. I feel like just these Korean manhwa, like they can really write a really compelling revenge story where you're just like, that revenge is so sweet.
What is the one? Oh my god, I am blanking out tonight. There was one I watched on Netflix that was really good about a woman who, when she was in high school, got bullied so bad. Oh, The Glory. That's what it was called. She got bullied really bad by this rich girl and her friends that they would abuse her. They burned her with like a hair curling iron and
Oh
everything.
my gosh.
And nobody would do anything because of her status. So
Oh.
she goes and she gets away from her toxic parents because they sold her out too. Like when she was filing charges, the parents took money from the other girl's parents and then she had to just leave. And she
Oh,
ends up
wow.
putting herself through college, becoming a teacher, and becomes a teacher at this top school where that one who bullied her's daughter is going. And she starts putting plans in motion to get revenge. Oh, it is something.
Oh,
Ooh.
man.
Sounds interesting.
Good
I'm
one.
gonna put that on the top of my list, I feel like.
It is. Oh, it is The Glory. It is.
I just heard that it just ended, and I was like, it's time, because man, that one girl, oh, I don't remember her name. You know, she's the girl getting with the husband. She, oh, that girl, man, she'd be pulling some strings, and it's so satisfying. Like, girl, it just backfired. I'm like, that main girl, she got it covered. Sorry, I'm not a huge fan of revenge stories, but I be getting into them though. Like, I'm just like, please, like, what is it, what's that one that recently got licensed by IZ Press? The girl turns the hourglass or whatever.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I read the beginning of that one, and I was like, these are just chef's kiss when you just see her come into play.
You seen it, Danitaz? It's really good, but it's dark. It is dark, like Sue said. Like there's like the scenes of bullying could be a little triggering if you're kind of uncomfortable with that. But like it just paints the picture just of how far like the bullying can go, and especially in South Korea, it's like it was rampant. That's why I was loving that one webtoon that now got canceled because of something. But I'm not going to even mention that.
Real fast, do you know if the publisher's still going to release that in English? Because, you know, that's up for pre-order. Or it was. I haven't checked.
Yeah, on a Blaze, I don't know. I am trying to find out if they're still going to release it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it... I guess the context was accurate because even the creator came out to apologize. He was trying to go for something, and I guess the execution was wrong, and using certain terminology, you know, words doesn't really, like... I guess it was like saying, well, this person is saying that, and that's not right either, and what the kid is doing is not right either, but that's not how it came off when you read the text. And I was like...
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh, and I liked that series. I was so into it too.
Oh, that's always so hard.
So that's what we have from Seven Seas. I'm hoping we get some more announcements. I feel like I know New York Comic Con's coming up, so
yeah,
hopefully New York Comic Con.
They said October 2 is when Viz does their license announcements. I've been seeing some bingo boards. I admire people that can do bingo boards. I'm like, I don't know enough Japanese stories that are not translated to get a bingo board, except for the only one I know that I'm really hoping is the one that's on the Shonen Plus. You and me are polar opposites. I'm like, come on, that would do so good. That is a really sweet, wholesome story. Like if Komi can make it, and Love in Sight can make it, and every other rom-com, Cuba Won't Let Me Be Invisible can make it. I'm like, this one, it can make it.
I know Marriage Toxin was licensed. I don't know when it's coming out, but that was what I was reading on Manga Plus. I would like to see, what was it, Kindergarten?
Yep, as I was going to say, Kindergarten Wars.
Yeah, I'm actually liking that, but now I'm hearing Manga Plus might be doing subscriptions, and I'm like, there's a rumor going around that they have like they're going to launch a subscription for like $2 for basic and $5 for like... come on, I'm too many things I'm subscribing to now. I'm like, I know it's only $2 or $5, but that adds up, and then you add in the streaming service stuff, and it's like, I get you want to like support the creators, and that's fine. I do understand that, but geez, can we get everything in one place at least?
Yes. For
Help us
real.
out.
For real.
Like, most of them, I think, aren't they kind of like shonen titles anyhow on there? Like, or Viz titles? Like,
Yeah.
why just put it on the shonen app or the
Yeah.
Viz Media app?
I was wondering.
Yeah, I don't know why they're split still.
I agree. I have not heard of Beaten Emotion, so I'm going to look that up.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one, but Kindergarten Wars is, I love that. That is fun.
I would not be surprised if that is one of the new upcoming licenses.
It's doing really well on there. I'm sure they're gonna license that one that just broke the internet this past week.
Oh yeah.
Was it Kuribagi? I don't think it's, yeah, I don't mind it, but I need a couple more chapters before I'm sold on it.
Is that the one, the guy that has the katana holding it?
Yes.
Okay.
Kargabashi, I think that's how you say it. That's probably going to get licensed. Even it's like it's already getting an anime. It's only had one chapter, where now it's 2 chapters out in Shonen Jump. But it's like, oh my god, people, you really have a lot of faith in this.
I was pretty shocked, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised we hear a license on that one. What's another one that I was trying to hope that would get licensed that I like? That's.
I am still hoping we get that Haikyuu spinoff. I'm like, come on, Viz, you have the reputation. If
I want my Trafalgar Law light novel. If there's ever going to be a light novel, I buy.
Yes,
I want that one. That one with that fills in that gap between when it's a child and a captain.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, like, I would love to get the spinoff of when they're kids, like where I think it's just Ace, Sabo, and Luffy. I think it's just all about them. I would take that.
There's a lot I could think of, and sometimes I feel like they go ahead and license somewhere. I'm like, I don't. Was that popular?
Yeah.
Billy
like
Bat
this, but not that. Oh yeah, Billy Bat would be great.
Why does that sound?
Yeah.
What demographics?
Prof is a big fan. I think it's Prof is a big fan of that, or is it Omnibus Collector?
I think that's his favorite manga. Yeah.
I just looked it up. I was like, that sounds super familiar. Oh, he looks so cute. He's got a little small.
Yeah,
I'm surprised when the digital stuff gets printed.
Yes. I'm hoping that we get Ron now. Like, if you're gonna do the Creators Other series, Ron the Peerless Beauty. Also, love, that's an understatement. I'm like,
I want that so bad.
Get on it, Kodansha.
And please, can I get my boyfriend in orange? Come on.
Yes. Me and my friend are supposed to read that tomorrow. We're supposed to buddy read it. I'm glad you mentioned that because I forgot until you just said that.
Yeah. And random. There's there's so many. I just want physically that everyone else has, but we don't.
I know.
Yes, it was Prof. Okay. Or so I thought so. Yes, I want this one. Goku and Babysitters. Prof and I are both like hoping for that. That one is so adorable.
Nice.
It looks cute.
All right. Well, speaking of big news, I know Laura's excited to talk about this next one. So I'm going to throw this to you, Laura. This is all you because you are the expert.
Look at
what's going on.
Oh man, it is Haikyuu the movie, the first one. It'd be like part 1 and part 2, basically. The Battle of the Garbage Dump. Very excited. We are getting the match between Carvasuno and Nekoma. There's going to be no rematch. This is it. This is the ultimate match, and so stoked. I don't know how many times I've watched that trailer. I mean, I don't know how many times I've watched that trailer. It looks really, really good. The animation, I feel like, just leveled up from what it's been. We have the same producer, director that did seasons 1 through 3, which were all really good. So there'll be no worries there. I think the only thing we're all worried about is like how much is it going to adapt of the manga. Comes out February 16th in Japan. It'll be in theaters. I don't know. I feel like there's something else that they announced, but it wasn't necessarily related to the movie. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, I love this movie poster because it is a direct reference and a cover from the series, and it just shows how great of friends they really are. It's gonna be perfection. And I'm just sorry for I will be
friends.
I was about to say, what kind of friends do that?
I'm telling you, like there was
I need to read Haikyuu if things go like this.
It's so. I'll tell you, like the other day, there's somebody posted a tweet. They're like, the manga fans are like, yes, there's gonna be a knife fight, and anime fans are like, what's going on here? But it's good. It is I feel like it is the matchup that we've all been anticipating. I mean, I've read the manga, but still, it is going to, I think, be the best yet of the series.
All right, I need to catch up reading it. Obviously,
yeah. At some point, I'm gonna have to read this.
Yeah,
I'm just. Is there a box set? No, right? No box sets yet.
I mean, in Japan, we have the box set, but it is funny. I am surprised out of any movie poster they chose that they did choose this post because it does give off a very different vibe, but it does show the stakes that are on the line, I feel like, as well. I'm just hoping that, like, we get it pretty early in the States. And my husband's like, we might not get it. I'm like, look, if we're getting Slam Dunk, a series that, ended a long time ago, but now is making a comeback, I'm like, there's no excuse why we can't get Haikyuu. I'm like, we just got the announcement that Blue Giant's coming over to the US. I'm like, there's no reason why we should not be getting this here. Sue, it is so good, but I'm very biased. It is my favorite series. So, very, very favorite series. But I think, Mark, when you get to this moment, whether the manga or the anime, I think you're gonna really, really love it. Is Oikawa your favorite character? I feel like we've talked about it, but I cannot.
I like him, but I don't know who my favorite character is yet. I like my two loud boys. My two loud boys.
Oh, yes.
I like them. Tanaka and I forget the other guy's name. So it starts with an N.
Yeah, Noya.
Yeah. I like them. So I don't know. I haven't had like a standout favorite. I don't think. Not yet.
I think you'll really like this one. Somebody said it right. If people thought Oikawa was the villain of the series, Kenma's on another level. Also, Moonbeams, girl, yes. I told my husband, I'm like, we will go to the theater. I'm going to dress up. I'm like, we're going to go buy some jerseys. I'm like, we're going all out. I'm like, this is our time.
Yeah. This seals it for me. I need to read Haikyuu before February.
Yes. I feel like the Haikyuu fandom is better than the Jujutsu Kaisen fandom right now because we're not necessarily spoiling it for anybody. But I do feel like it is hard to keep it contained. Like Kim is blowing up everywhere, rightfully so, but still, yeah. Sue, it is mainly. It's not just a sports manga, but it is mainly sports. There's a lot of like great character growth, which I feel like most sports series have. But I feel like most people, including myself, they're like volleyball. Like, I have nothing against volleyball, but I'm like, I'm not a sports person. But the characters really make the manga where you really get invested into everybody. Asuga,
I think it depends on the story.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading Moonbeam's comment afterwards.
Oh, I'm sorry. Omega, I think it depends on the story. I do like the magical girl incident where he turns into like a Sailor Moon type character and he's trying.
Is it really?
That sounds funny.
He's this guy who's just a regular office worker but always dreamed of being like a superhero, and suddenly one day something happens and somebody puts a spell on him. So anytime there's danger, he turns into a girl that's like a Sailor Moon magical girl type. And he's like completely put off by this and he's like, no, this is not what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to be a superhero, but this is not. And then his one friend is always like, this is great, you're this hero. And he's like, yes, but I'm turning into a girl.
That sounds hilarious.
It is. I only read the first volume. I don't know if the others are out.
I saw it at the store and I almost got it. And I'm just like, oh.
The covers are really cute.
They are. And like I said, it's like, he's like the guy. You know, he's like in the office, he goes out for drinks with his friends, and then he turns into like this younger, like magical girl. He's just like, this is off-putting.
That's so funny.
Oh my god. That I like. If you haven't read that one, Omega, I say check that out. I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head right now. Yes, Moonbeams, check it out. It's hilarious. I can't wait for the next volume. It's I read it digitally. I have to get the physicals though.
Doesn't he hate magical girls in general anyway? Isn't that part of
I think that's part of it, because he wants to
Okay.
be like a hero, like an All Might or something, not like he's like, oh my god, he's got the wand and everything too.
Oh my goodness.
But so he reluctantly goes along with it because he's got to save people's lives. But it's like,
That sounds like it would be a really fun anime to see on screen.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
agree. I hope they do. I hope they
That
do.
would be funny if they
there
did
is
like a
one
Sailor
time-
Moon transformation like that.
I think he does. If I remember correctly.
Oh my goodness.
It's yeah. You just see him like, oh my god, I'm a girl, and his friend's like, you're kind of cute, and he's just like, shut up.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna pick that up.
Yeah, that one is good. I like that. It's it's hilarious. So, I don't think there's been any other news this week. I know we talked about the right stuff. We briefly talked about Manga Plus, but we don't have any confirmation on that yet. We'll probably pick up on that next week once we do hear something.
Yeah.
Seven Seas. So we are going to talk first. One thing we did get confirmation on, Laura, was Oda himself announced season 2 for the live action One Piece. We are very happy about that. I'm a little concerned because it's going to get trickier with the CGI now as we're going forward, because Chopper, adorable as he is, they got to do it right. If they make him creepy or they try passing off some person as him, I'm going to be kind of annoyed.
Yeah.
So you've got that. I don't know, is they going to cut out the camel? I guess I love the camel and the
Yeah.
We'll probably get Ace, because Ace has a bit of a part in that.
Yeah, I was just thinking we'll get Vivi. Vivi-chan.
Vivi-chan.
I'm so excited.
Who else are we getting? Oh, we're getting Crocodile.
I would say Crocodile. Robin.
Smoker.
Robin.
Yeah. Robin.
Smoker.
And Tashigi.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to have that wonderful little I'm sure we're going to go to Logtown first. I know Mark is sitting there. I don't know where we're at with this.
Yeah. I'm not there yet.
So I'm sure we're going to go to Logtown with it. And
yeah.
I know. I got to get box 1.
So
that's the only box set I don't have. And then I think I'm going to sell the volumes I have for the... Because I need room. I don't have like a big area to put all my bookshelves in.
Yeah, I'm on my last shelf. When I rearranged my manga, I was like, I'm on my last shelf. I was like, what am I going to do? I was like, let's just put it in another
shelf.
That's what I'm thinking. Well, I did tell my husband, I was like, what are those ones that you can put like on the floating bookshelves? I'm like, we do have a lot of space here for floating ones. I'm like, that's the closest thing I can think of at the moment.
But the reason I bring up One Piece live action is because our top 5 today is we are going to discuss what we think could be the next big live action. Now, I do want to clarify, we're not counting any Japanese live action versions of these, because there's going to be some of us, we probably have one that does have one that we never heard of, or that was one that was really bad, because I have one in my pile that was a really bad live action, in my opinion. But I think could be the next big live action, and could be done well, and could be done with like a diverse group of actors. So we're going to start off. Laura, do you have a PowerPoint or do you have a book?
I just got my mongers.
All right, so we're going to start. What's your first recommendation you think that we would make a great live action?
I mean, these are in no order, but...
No order. No order.
I mean, I have to say Haikyuu.
It could, yeah.
I was like, I thought of like, okay, because I'm so bad of like keeping up with anything on TV now, and and I was telling my husband, it's not from lack of enjoying it. It's just it has to exceed my love for reading that I'm willing to sacrifice my time for reading. So I tried to think of what would, for me, be like the next big thing. And just for Haikyuu, I mean, the only thing I was like, I need Hinata in all forms. I'm like, I'll take them in the manga, take the anime, take the stage play. I'm like, the next thing I need is a live action. So that was my train of thought for that is just I need more of my boys in more different forms. And hopefully other people feel the same way.
All right, Mark, what's your first?
Yeah, I was too lazy to get my manga off the shelf because I've got like so many stacks around me. So we went for a PowerPoint. So mine, I think, is Blue Lock would be cool. And I looked this up, and apparently there is one coming out.
Really?
Yeah, for Japan though. So.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. So I think this is the only one. I checked all the other ones to make sure, but
I think this is like a good like combo of the
yeah,
feeding off the fan base with Squid Games and then also appealing to like sports people.
That's what I was thinking. It's got like Squid Game, it's got like the death games and the soccer and like the sports. I think it would be really good because Alice in Borderland's really popular, Squid Game's really popular. What's the other one? Battle Royale is really popular, so I think this would be popular too. So
yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, mine is not a sports one, but I was thinking about from a standpoint of what could draw in newbies who don't read manga or watch anime, but might have a universal appeal to them. So my first one would be Spy Family.
Oh yeah,
because you don't have to worry about way too much CGI, but you can have like a nice setting. You could have a diverse cast of different people. It would appeal to people who know nothing about Japanese anime,
right?
But yet have like elements of like superpowers, assassins, spies. I think this could be adapted really well to live action. You don't have to worry about like the over the top like special effects and CGI that some properties have that are hard to adapt. I'm looking at you, Dragon Ball Evolution. So yeah, I would think Spy Family could, and you can cast like probably at least one really well-known actor or actress in this.
Oh yeah.
And I could see like even my mom, she's watched the anime. She loves the anime.
Is she excited for the upcoming season?
I told her there's a next season, but I have to wait till it's in English dub for her. She can't keep up with the subtitles. But if it could appeal to my mom, I think it could appeal to a wide audience. So that's why I selected Spy Family.
I should try and see if I can get my dad to watch it because he's got like a 0 success rate. I'm like, we gotta do something about this. Like your kids are in. Well, me and my youngest sister are into anime. So I'm like, come on, you need to be familiar with these characters with us.
All right, Laura, what's your next one?
Mine I think would be so good. And that is Queen's Quality. I know a lot of us in the shoujo community are like, give us an anime. I think it'd do so good. It has the action. It has the I do now. I will say I feel like if it did get live action, I do feel like I would get creeped out by the bugs. I do think I would, but it does have like that touch of horror to it, or like horror supernatural. Has the romance. It has I feel like a little bit of everything. So I feel like this would probably definitely have some CGI, but I feel like the battle scenes would be really epic. So it would not just appeal to a female audience. Like I feel like a male and female audience could enjoy it, and you also just have that great focus on mental health and taking care of your mental health and whatnot. And there's a lot of good suspense / mystery. So I feel like it has like a mashup, except for there's some comedy, so mine's that one, but I feel like it's just a mashup of genres that it could really appeal to a lot of different people. And I just think it'd be cool to see Fumi with her giant sword. I think grab it with her giant sword kicking butt. And if you needed, like the hot guy who can kick butt with a broom, you've got that too. So, you got the best of both worlds right there.
Nice. All right.
So I've been watching a lot of K-drama lately, as I do. And whoops, kind of have to be on the screen to move it. I think In the Clear Moonlit Dust would be perfect K-drama. I think it'd be so much fun with the delinquent thing. Because I'm into that these days. So I think it would just be so cute and so sweet. And yeah.
That would be.
That is cute.
I
have not read that one yet.
Oh, so good.
I finally got all the manga volumes. I just gotta read it. I just gotta.
Number 5 is my favorite.
Though Pippa over there scaring me in her stories, talking about she want to be the main dude, and I was like, please tell me.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
But she after I responded, like I came back on later, she was like, "Don't worry, everything's cleared up. No more spoilers. We're good. You'll like it." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Cause I will cry because I love Volume 1," and so I'm like,
"No,
please.
It just gets better and better." I feel like.
Yeah.
I have to check it out. All right, my next one. Sorry. My next one, I was thinking if you're going to do like a big budget production, like a series of movies, want to capitalize on like that Harry Potter fandom, I was thinking Witch Hat Ultima.
Oh, yes.
Because you got the magic environment, the school environment, but you have a different type of character with a different type of problem. She's not somebody who is destined to be a witch and yet found a way to conjure magic and ends up being brought into the school to be protected because there's an evil side of magicians who are trying to corrupt her. And you have a lot of adventure, you have a lot of story development, especially character development with the different characters. There's one girl she doesn't get along with, but as time goes on, there's like a friendship that starts to build. I like that all the different characters have their own kind of like different personality and their own different experiences and why they're there and how they deal with what's happening. I also think visually, if they can capture what the creatures and the sorcerers and all look like in here, it would just be beautiful. It would be stunning. So that would be my next recommendation.
I think that would be like a perfect fit for like Lord of the Ring fans and Harry Potter fans. Like give us the visualness of Lord of the Rings. And I guess maybe like the magical element of Harry Potter. I've never seen Harry Potter, but that'd be like the closest thing I could think of. That's a good one. Yeah, that would be.
And again, normies would be attracted to it. So people who are not, once again, anime or manga fans would be, oh, look, that looks really interesting. It'd be the next big blockbuster.
Yeah.
All right, what do you have next?
I feel like I guess I went with like things that wasn't just one genre per se. I said The Eccentric Doctor of the Moonflower Kingdom because it's just been Volume 3, and I laughed so hard. I was like, I don't know how the people in the car line are seeing me right now, but I'm about to start crying from laughing so hard. So I feel like this would do really well. It does have the medical like aspect, but it's not bloody, so it wouldn't be like, I was about to say it wouldn't be overkill, but no pun intended. Anyway, I feel like too, because the Apothecary Diaries is really in right now, and this gives me some of those vibes, but on more of a teenage chill kind of level. But it has a lot of the action, it's a lot of comedy. It doesn't really have any romance just yet, but I feel like it could be a great one if you're just like, I need humor, but I want the political intrigue. I want a little bit of mystery and just woven in with all of that, where it's not just like a chill slice of life, because that's my favorite thing to watch, I realized, but it has some of those elements that keep you engaged and not just laughing either, but where you're engaged for the plot itself too. So I just felt like this was on my brain, to be honest, and I was like, I really love this one, and I would totally
I've been enjoying it. I read the first 2 volumes digitally. I have to pick them up, but I've been really liking that one a lot.
Yeah, Volume 3 reminded us that Kyoyo loves muscles, and it plays a really big role, and I was just like, I forgot how much this girl loves muscles. So I was like, she's being bribed. She doesn't even know it.
So hilarious. All right, Marg, you're up.
Let's see. I don't even remember. Oh, okay. Kowloon.
Oh, this, yes.
I think this would be really cool because it's a sci-fi kind of like mystery thriller kind of thing. Yeah, that's just, I think it'd be neat. I haven't seen anything like it, I feel like, as far as a live action goes. So I think it'd just be really cool.
Yeah, it's got a lot of Blade Runner type elements to it.
Yeah.
I can see, and like the mystery on it. It would definitely work, especially as a series.
Yeah. As long as we exclude the snake tongue guy. That guy, I don't like him. He comes on, of course he has to like show his tongue at least once a volume, and I'm
I
just like, we
know.
don't want it. We don't want it. Ew.
Why did he
Yeah.
like modify his tongue or
Mhm.
something?
Yeah.
That
He's got like a big
there's a
back tattoo, and yeah.
genetic modification is very
Mhm.
intertwined in the story.
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
cloning and all that kind of thing. And I feel like it's kind of like an apocalyptic kind of thing too, because you get glimpses of like, is this for real or is this something else? So
Is
yeah.
this the imagination or is this the real world? What's going on? Yeah, I
Yeah,
really
what's going
enjoy it a
on?
lot.
Interesting. See, I always hear about like the romance. I don't really hear about like that part of the story.
Oh
I mean, at least
yeah.
I think that's a romance, right? Isn't this? I mean,
Mhm.
I know romance is in the title, but like there's an
Yeah.
actual romance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's the motivation for what's happened,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Allegedly,
Interesting.
there's something that's happened with the girl,
Mm-hmm.
and possibly the guy. We find out like little whisperings of like something about the guy too. And I'm like, wait, what? So
Oh.
it's very, everything's like very, like we don't have any answers and we just keep getting more questions, I feel like. And it's like,
Yeah,
okay.
you're like, okay, can we get
We'll
something,
get
please? This
one
is turning into
answer.
Lost,
Yeah,
but it is intriguing. It keeps you
it
reading.
is.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. Now, speaking of like sci-fi, kind of like intrigue. I know the anime is coming out soon, but I think this could appeal to especially like younger adults who are familiar with the character in this from other mediums.
Mm.
Might not know it's actually a Japanese anime character, but I also like the mystery that's going on in this, and I could see it as a mini series, and that would be Pluto from
Mm.
Urasawa, based on the Astro Boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's got this mystery, and again, you can bring in some pretty good actors to play certain roles in this, and it's just like the whole world building in this also with like the robots from different countries. There's of course Astro Boy. He's not the main character, which also makes it kind of interesting. You have this detective who
Mm.
kind of works for like an Interpol type situation, and just trying to figure out who's behind the murders of these robots. I can see this as a really good mini series.
I'm looking it up on Right Stuff, see if they have it all in stock.
It's I
'Cause that
think
was
only
one of
8
the ones.
volumes, and I'm trying to get like
Yeah.
the last 2, and they weren't in stock when I was looking for them.
I only have 4. 4 out of the 8.
I only have 4 volumes right now.
See, that was one I read volume 1 and I dropped because all the volumes were hard to find. So I'm like, I'm
Oh,
never going to be able to get this. And yeah, I think I missed the reprint window.
hi Nick.
I would assume that they would have that back coming
Yeah,
back.
they probably will.
Why did I do that?
Yeah, they will. Especially once the anime drops. I don't know if it's dropped yet.
Yeah, I don't
It
know.
is a page turner. It is. I'm like, I had to go online to read the rest of it, but I want the volumes. I was just like, I need to finish this.
So I'm going to change mine up. I put it in the chat or in our like back end of things.
Oh, okay.
Because it crossed my mind earlier, and I think we won't talk about the ending because the ending was so disappointing. But the series itself, Candy Flurry, would be so phenomenal to see on screen. Just imagine that candy, you can't eat it. It's sort of like banned, and if you get caught eating candy, you can go to jail for eating candy. But this chick right here loves candy, and that lollipop you see, she has one with her all the time. It can turn to a giant lollipop, and she's got to go fight people like that also have abilities. Like this one chick can use ice cream, and I just think this would be a really fun film to see like on screen. I think it's, for the most part, I remember it's pretty family friendly, so it'd be like Willy Wonka meets some kind of action film where like the guy who's he's like the police force, I forget what they're called, but they stop the candy users, and he's starting to fall for it though, and he's like having this mental breakdown that he's a non-candy user falling in love with the candy user who is she's not manipulative, but she at times can, like try and twist things so that he feels a little bit bad for her and doesn't want to actually, arrest her or anything like that, or give her like a ticket, so to speak, because she had candy that day. So I think something that's different and like a family-friendly story. But I said the ending wasn't really good. But if we could just get like the first 2 volumes, it'd be a lot of fun.
Hi, Bianca.
Hey, Bianca.
Hi, pew pew pew. Speaking of pew pew pew,
oh man,
I think Love of Kill would be awesome.
It would be. I still need to finish the anime.
I haven't even watched the anime. No, I take that back. I watched 1 episode and I'm like, I'm going to finish out the manga first, then go back. So, but I feel like it's good enough to be like triple dipped.
It does seem that way.
It does, yeah.
The only reason I preferred the anime originally, I haven't gone back to finish the series, is because I felt like the romantic vibes were stronger in the anime than it was in the manga. Like it was, I feel like in the manga it's really subtle.
Ooh.
At least how I took it. And people are like, that's not a romance. And I'm like, if you've read the manga, then,
it's a romance.
It's a romance. And like, it may seem really toxic at first. And I don't know through the whole series, but I was like, I'm not, making this up just because I'm a romantic lover of the genre. So, are you caught up on the series?
Yep.
Does it get more romantic as you go?
No. It gets more like actiony as we go, but the next volume, I feel like we're gonna have a lot of romance because I think it's the last volume.
Okay.
So yeah, the kind of action arc has like wrapped up, and now our couple's back together. So I'm just kind of like, okay,
it's like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith type situation.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's very into her, but she doesn't want anything to do with him because she's the bounty hunter and he's the assassin. So
okay.
Yeah. So she's trying to capture him and he's just trying to do his assassin job. And yeah, it's great.
And he'll be talking to her on the phone when he's doing everything.
That would definitely make a good one. I can see that.
With the right come back to that. Because the blood was a little bit too much for me originally, so that was part of why I switched to anime, because I close my eyes and keep watching. Obviously you can't do that in manga. But I really enjoyed the beginning a lot.
Yeah. It's really intense. Like I feel like it's very intense, especially at the last half of it. So yeah, there's some stuff that happens that is just like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I like that. I could see that.
And look, Bianca's here for the pew pew pews.
I saw that. I was like, Bianca's like, girl stream. All right, my next one. Before I do that, I want to remind everybody in the chat, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're already over 700, trying to get to 800 and to 1,000 by the end of the year. So please hit the subscribe, like, share, help a girl out. Now, my last one, this is going to be a little, not my last one, my next one is going to be a little controversial because there is 2 Japanese movies already, but I'm not a fan of them, okay? One of the reasons is because if you're familiar with this, I think an all Japanese cast does not fit the characters at all, because the characters are very much more diverse, and especially the lead characters, I'm assuming is more German, given their names. But I can see with the right studio and the right team and actors on it, a much better live action could be done of that, and that would be Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, yes.
We do not like those Japanese movies. It's kind of like, I give them credit for trying to at least make them look like the characters, but
yeah,
there's a lot chopped out. There's a lot of like really cheesy effects in a lot of areas. This deserves better, and I can see this also appealing to the normies because it's got that steampunk and magic and you just need a better team behind it and a better cast.
Yes,
but definitely.
Yeah. I so strongly agree on that. I so strongly. It had so much potential. It had so much potential.
Like, they did a good job on some of the effects, but then other effects was like, and then they just chopped out stuff. I didn't even watch the second movie. I wasn't even going to after watching the first one. And I was just like, my poor brother, who's a big Full Metal fan, sat there and watched it and was like,
can't get
how
that
did he
back.
do it? I mean,
I don't think he finished it, or it was like watching a train crash. I don't know. It was just like, he's like, this is horrible. He goes, why is everybody Japanese? Like, there's a diversity of characters, and they didn't even try to do that. And I said, because it was made in Japan, and unfortunately there's mostly Japanese people here. Please do not get offended by me saying that, by the way.
No cancel. No canceling here.
No cancel. We're just pointing out what is facts in the story.
Facts.
But I would love to see a better version of that. It's also the same way I feel about Attack on Titan. I didn't even try to watch that movie. I saw the trailer and went, nope.
Wait, there's a live action of Attack on Titan?
There's a couple.
Oh.
A couple?
It looks, yeah, like that one Japanese actor was in it. He played the lead, and he committed suicide. I forgot his name. But they did, like, I think 2 movies, and, like, it's all Japanese people again. It just looks weird. Like, I didn't know who was who in the trailer. And then the Titans don't look that great. I was like,
oh. That's like the most important part.
I don't think Full Metal really needs as much CGI as you think. I think if they do like a lot of practical, especially like landscapes, like they did in One Piece.
Oh yeah.
I hate when everything is done on a green screen. Like, you can have like, you can find locations to fit Full Metal, because it is very much based on like European, especially German architecture. You can do that. You don't need to like, oh, we're going to green screen the whole thing and just have the actors running around on this green screen like set. Yes, with the magic you're going to need it. Maybe even with certain other things, but I don't think as much as you think.
Yeah,
I really don't. If they could do One Piece, they can do Full Metal.
Well said. Well said. Now, if they could get that same actor, I can't even think of the role. He's a Scar. There we go. If they can get the same
who played Zoro?
Yep. Just bring him back. Invite him in, because he did so well, and I'm just like everything else though.
I kind of felt bad for him there for a while. Outside of the Rurouni Kenshin, every other movie he was like doing that was like an anime adaptation was such a bad flop. Like Knights of Sidoria, he just did, and I was like. And then finally with One Piece, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But I would like him to come back as Scar. He was good. He looked like he did a good job at that. I didn't really watch it.
I mean, I didn't watch the whole movie. I only watched maybe like 30 minutes, if that. So, but from what I saw, it was really good. I mean, I just came for his character, so I don't know what else to say. I was just here for Scar. That's it.
All right, Laura, what do you got next? What's your last one?
So this probably would not be really new when it comes to live action, but I feel like it would still do really well, because Kaiju number 8, Kaiju, what more do you need? So,
and the Kaijus are popular right now in the West.
That's what I felt. And I was like, seeing some of the, the stuff of the anime leaves me a little bit nervous. So I felt maybe a little bit more confident for a live action that would do really well, a little bit better, Kafka look a little bit more like Kafka, like he does in the manga, but the Kaiju I think would be really epic, and just I think the battle would be really cool. So if you need like a traditional action movie with Kaiju, I feel like Kaiju number 8 it could deliver for the next big live action. I think
that would be cool.
I could see that. I can, as long as it's done right with the right team behind it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as long as they like digitize the monster guts out, that would be great.
Yeah, that would be
like they do in the manga. It's so funny.
That would be great.
Speaking of controversy, bugs and magic, I think Ran in the Gray World would be pretty good, because you have this girl that she puts on these tennis shoes and she turns into like a 16-year-old, I think, 16, 17. And I think she's like 8, 9. I don't know. She's young. She puts on these shoes. She's an adult and she can go do whatever she wants. So I think it would be cool because of the magical aspect of it. It's controversial because when she changes into her adult form, she gets involved with this guy and it's not a good situation. It's kind of like weird, creepy dude. But the ending, I feel, is very satisfying, and people that don't like that relationship will be very happy at the end. So I feel like this loses a bunch of people because they don't hang in there with it. But she comes from like a magical family. This guy that right here, in the middle picture, that's her brother. And he's telling her, you need to take off the shoes and be your own age. Like, stop doing this.
Yeah.
So they have like this whole magical family and they're trying to prevent this invasion of these bugs. I forget what the whole thing of that is, but they're bugs and they're trying to do something. I forget, but it's really fun. And yeah, it's really good. And the ending is, I think it's perfect. So.
Vincent was asking, is it's new?
No, this one's an older one.
I thought so. I'm looking at the drawings. It looks like
it's by the same mangaka that does Go with the Clouds North by Northwest. This was their first series. And after that one, we started getting Go with the Clouds. So.
When you were saying about her like aging up, what it first reminded me of is 13 going on 30.
Yes, it's kind of got those vibes. Mm-hmm.
That I was like, I need to check it out because once I thought of that, but just this has magic, rather than be like just a contemporary setting, I was like, okay,
yeah,
I should see it. I mean, I should see if the library has it.
Yeah, it's a good time as long as you can keep in mind that creepy dude is not there the entire time. Just push through.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oops.
All right. That's a good one. I have to check that out. I didn't even know about that one.
Oh, yeah.
All right. My last one. It's going to be heavy. But with The Witcher falling apart on Netflix rapidly because they completely destroyed that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who like dark fantasy and I know a lot of people, it's not for them with the violence and the disgusting scenery and all that. But I think something that could be adapted that would appeal a lot to the normies who like that dark fantasy and could work as a series under the right people with the right actors. And I say that because a lot of people like to change things to fit something that doesn't work with what the series originally was. But I'm going to go with Berserk.
Berserk?
I can see that being like the next Witcher if done right.
Now that you do say, what was the Game of Thrones? I mean, I don't know. I've never seen that one, but like
that would fall into that element.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, it's a fantasy world, so you can have a diverse cast of characters. You don't have to like worry about people going, well, all those characters are Japanese and you didn't cast Japanese people. Ghost in the Shell all over again. I think it would work and appeal to those Games of Thrones, House of Dragons, and Witcher fans who are looking for something that's not like completely, because God knows with season 8 of Games of Thrones and with what's happened with Witcher, people are disappointed and they're looking for something new.
Yeah.
It's got to be done right, and it's got to be on a channel like Netflix or HBO.
Yeah.
Where you can get away with a lot of that stuff that takes place in there, because I don't think you can put this on AMC or anything where you've got to tone it down because people are going to be mad. People are going to be really mad.
Yeah.
So that's my last one. You know what? I'm kind of disappointed, but I purposely did not put this one on my list because I thought one of you would have done it, and that was Yona the Dawn.
I thought somebody else was going to do it.
Yeah. I figured that was a no-brainer for me, so...
I was going to go with that because I was like, especially as a K-drama, because it is based mostly off Korean, kind of like they take a lot of historical Korean elements into it, and the names are very Korean. And I was like, that could be great as a K-drama.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm also.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Go on.
I'm surprised none of us did A Sign of Affection either. Mark, I thought maybe you would do, but you did In the Clear Moonlit Dusk.
Yeah.
So,
that would be another good one.
Yeah, there's a few, but these were the ones I was thinking of, like in order to like appeal to a wider audience with not manga or anime readers.
Yeah.
There were some other ones I was like, that would be great, but I don't know if it'll appeal to everybody.
Yeah, it's like I just saw was it MF Ghost trailer today for the anime. Oh my goodness. I haven't read Initial D, but I almost was gonna say it because I love car racing. Like growing up as a teen, that was my jam. I didn't care what kind of racing it was, like except for NASCAR. I don't like NASCAR. But any of the street racing, illegal street racing, like any of that, I'm here for it. I love it like that. I mean, I haven't seen any of the newest Fast and Furious movies, but I'm like,
it's gone into superhero territory. It's gotten so ridiculously over the top.
It's supposed to be racing. We're here for the racing. Like, who cares about it?
Driving a car out of the back of a plane and somehow just, landing perfectly with nobody getting hurt because some dinky parachute was able to bring you down.
Well, it sounds like I'm not missing much there then. But I did think of that Initial D. That's like car racing. You can't go wrong with that. You just look cool, do cool angles, burn some rubber, and you got it.
I think when they started bringing in Jason Statham and Rock, they decided it needs to be more epic.
Wow. Oh yeah, because he's in that now, right?
The Rock, I don't know. I think he might be coming back, but there were some problems with him and Vin Diesel.
Oh yeah. Or they have supposed beef or something.
Somebody said he made a cameo at the end of the last one, so maybe he is coming back. Maybe they've worked things out. Who knows? But I'm just kind of like, even when, like, I didn't go on the ride at Universal Studios, but my friend did, and they were like, it doesn't even feel like a racing ride. It feels like you're in a superhero thing, but you're in a car. It was so crazy.
They should go on Back to the Future. No.
I know, exactly. I would bring it back down there. They got rid of Back to the Future down there.
What?
They replaced it with The Simpsons.
I feel like we're old now. Like, we've all seen Back to the Future, right?
Yeah. I have younger cousins who've watched it, and they were even born when it came out.
Yeah.
Somehow E.T.'s still standing, but that we'll see how long that lasts. I don't know. Like, I could see Yona the Dawn as a K-drama because
totally.
And they've gotten better with their technology and their special effects on K-drama.
Yeah.
I almost was gonna say no longer heroine. I don't think I could deal with it as an adult. Like, it's one thing reading the medium, but I was like, if we need the next like Vampire Diaries, what are some those teenage trauma filled, or like backstabbing, all that stuff. I was like, no longer heroine. I was like, it would fit the bill for the next new drama. Just it doesn't have any of the magical supernatural elements. But
I was also thinking Hellsing. Because you could set
That's
that in.
What I thought you were going to say before you said Berserk. I was like, is it Hellsing?
But I'm sitting here kind of going, I don't know right now. I kind of feel like the vampire thing is a little tired out, so I want to hold off on that for a while. Because I think they beat it to death when Twilight came out. And I'm still mad about the Interview with the Vampire TV series because it's completely diverts from the book. And I'm like... I'm like, I don't know. And then you have Vampire Diaries. Kind of feel like we need to wait a bit before we get back into the vampire thing. Let's work on another monster. I mean, werewolves don't get enough love. Where's Bianca?
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like zombies are getting tired out too.
Oh,
that's why I didn't mention any zombie themes either. I'm sitting here going, and some of the ones I was thinking about, I said I think a Western audience who's not familiar with manga and anime might find problematic with a lot of them.
Yeah.
You're never going to get High School of the Dead in live action in America.
I was going to say something's wrong with us. That's a good drama, but I think there is, isn't there?
Oh.
There might be in Japan.
There might be.
I wouldn't be surprised because they have Burn the House Down. And I know
they're doing Don't Call It a Mystery also.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They do. There's a live action.
I still got to watch the My Happy Marriage movie when it comes out, or series, or whatever it is. The live action.
Yeah, the live action, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because it looks visually stunning.
It really does. It really does.
How was Zom 100 live action? Vincent is asking. I have not watched it. That's what I was worried about, because it looked kind of cheesy when I was looking at it, and I'm like,
it's not as funny as the manga. They went a little serious with it, I feel like. And I'm like, that's not what it is, though. It's a zombie comedy. It's not.
They're trying to, where All of Us Are Dead on Netflix, it sounds like they're trying to compete with.
Yeah. Yeah.
My parents liked it, but they don't know anything about the manga. So I don't have anything there. I
feel like if I didn't read the manga and I watched that, I'd probably have a better time with it. But I just missed that comedy in it.
Yeah.
So,
I heard that the anime was even different than the manga.
They kind of did color splashes instead of blood.
Yeah. Which is, I feel like it's interesting artistic take on it, but I guess they're trying to like match the colorfulness of the manga covers maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Did you see, there was, I know you guys don't go on Twitter that much, but there was somebody who posted a thing that China was censoring blood in anime. And they changed it, and they had I don't know what anime it was. It was a guy laying, I guess, dead on the ground with like a pool of blood around him. They changed it.
I say, wasn't it white or something?
Yeah, they changed it to white, which made it look even more disturbing.
Yeah.
Because one of my friends
blue
was like,
or green or something.
He was like, "Do you know what that looks like, dude? This looks like the dude just like found the best site in the world and had himself a good time." And like, I looked at it too. It's like, oh no, they should have picked another color.
Yeah, I didn't read the tweet, but I saw you had shared it, and I'm like, what is this? I'm like, this is such a weird thing. But I was like, oh, she's retweeting about somebody else, and I was like, got distracted, but that's odd. That reminds me of
Vincent, it looks funny. It looked worse than the blood did.
Yeah, it was definitely so disturbing.
I was like, nobody explained this to China? What's going on here?
Yeah.
They do some weird censoring. I've seen them censor things, especially boobs, and it looks, I'm like,
yeah, like the demon from Demon Slayer, she's the sister of the one guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, she looks so off. She looks so off. I'm like, well,
boobs are bad. We must remove them now.
Yeah, I think like even her legs were hidden. Like she had to wear.
Yeah, they made her robe longer and.
Yeah.
Oh God. It's funny seeing some of that because they think they're like censoring it to make it better, but it just ends up looking like worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Danataz, we briefly talked about it. Is it confirmed? Because I know somebody said it was they heard through an email that it was happening.
I saw that was on the App Store, or at least a screenshot I saw. There's 4 different tiers, but I don't know what the tiers.
Don't do K manga, please.
I have to confess.
I only go on there to read free chapters.
I was about to say, I've been using my tickets to read free. I was like, this isn't half bad for right now anyway.
It's more complicated than, like, it's even easier to read webtoons than it is to do K-manga. Yeah. I just wait a week and the chapter's free on webtoons.
I can't even handle even logging in there. It's like, immediate headache.
But K manga's like, you got all this stuff popping up on the screen. I'm like, I feel like I'm one of those gaming apps with all the coins here and there, and I'm like, no.
I'm so confused. Yeah.
No. I have not been on the app, but on desktop, it doesn't have all of that. Like, I can't get the points unless I read stuff on there.
And I hate when they're like, watch a commercial now to get them. I'm like, oh, watch a commercial.
Yeah, it is. That's what they have.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
So they were right. They said it was between like $2 and $5, and that's around what?
I don't know why they have it double there, but
I don't know.
That's what they have under in-app purchases.
I have to like look and see if it's worth adding that on because I already have way too many subscription services. I don't have cable anymore just because I have subscription services. I watch more apps than I do actual cable.
Same.
And I'm like, but that also adds up. You got your HBO Max, you got your Netflix, your Hulu, but I got the Hulu Disney combo. So the only reason I haven't canceled Disney Plus because it's under my brother's name and he wants to keep it for certain shows is a glitch. Okay. That's what it sounded like.
Okay.
The way the points is very easy to save up and read chapters for free.
Oh, like Mars the manga?
Yeah.
I know, like, my boyfriend Orange, like, you can read the first 3 volumes for free. And I read, what is that one? Asian Mer's been reading it, the Dignity Flower one, the Delinquent Romance.
Oh, okay.
The first 3 volumes are free of that. I read Nina the Starry Bride from K Manga because they had the first 3 volumes free. So I feel like if you check on there just for those deals, like, that has been worth it. I'm currently reading a manga called Bless, and it's so good. And I was like, this is going to be a problem if I check out things on here before I buy it physically. I was like, I know I want it physically.
What's the other, like, Manga Plus, but they had a censoring issue. Bianca and I did a whole video on that with the black bar with the dumbest stuff.
I thought of you guys. There's a new one that's on, like, a new manga called, it's like the Monster Girl something, but the thing is like she's a monster or like she lives in a world of monsters, but deep down she just wants to be a librarian, but nobody wants to take her word for it. And I was like, this sounds super cute, but I was like, how bad is the censoring though? You know what I mean? So I need to download the app because it just sounded really cute and it sounded like a really nice October, cozy, low-key spooky vibe.
I like that. It sounds cute.
Yeah.
If you remember the name, let us know.
I think I bookmarked it on Twitter or X, whichever.
I'm calling it Twitter. I'm not comfortable saying X. X doesn't roll off the tongue like Twitter.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Oh my god, every time I log into Twitter, I think I'm in some type of like fight over something stupid. Like the whole Japanese McDonald's commercials. What was that? Freaking like I'm like, it's just a cute commercial. Why are we turning this into a controversy?
Yeah, I get it.
All right, I was pretty off the mark about the description for the series, but it's called Even Monsters Like Fairy Tales. Rumors say the banished villainess was eaten by a monster. In reality, she became a librarian. So who's the real monster in this tale? I thought that sounded cute. The art
sounds cute.
The art seems pretty nice. Oh, whoa, I did that way too bright. Sorry. Like right there.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it's so like, I should have made it bigger the other way, but.
All right. Well, I think we've covered all the topics. We've given our top 5 live action. I don't know if I know one person also suggested Monster. I think Monster would also make a really good. Definitely for that mystery and revenge plot. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Or should we just call it quits? I've got tons of paperwork to fill out tomorrow.
Yeah. Super fun.
Who's the publishing company, Laura, for that?
Manga, I mean, I don't know the actual, but Manga Plus is the one that's doing the is it the Simya Club or whatever? How do you say it? It says read chapter 1 and get bonus XP.
ReZero and Steins Gate would make a good live action, in my opinion. I could see that.
Maybe for RE0 or ReZero. I have issues with that main guy. I hated how he treated one of those ladies. She deserved better. Man, that girl deserved better.
Yeah, I can't think of any other ones right now. There's some other ones I'd like, but I don't know if they'd be adapted well to a Hollywood type platform.
Yeah.
I was going to say Gundam, but Gundam's already apparently happening on Netflix, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that could be interesting if done right. Again, I say that because so many people don't do it right, and I just lost my earbud. Oh well. It's like time to go. Team Rem or Team Emily?
I don't remember their names, but it's the blue girl who confessed first, right? Because I'm on that girl's side. But I feel bad. I was so upset about that dude's actions. I don't even know the other girl really well. I was like, but just the blue girl, the blue hair girl. She deserved better. My husband loves the anime though, but I'm forever salty about that man's actions.
She's like, nah, no way. I don't like him.
When my husband told me like what was going on, because I kept like I'll watch things when they seem interesting, and I'm like, I'll go do something, come back. So I'm like getting all these like big gaps, but I just happened to come back for that scene, and I was just like, all the scenes that I chose to come back for, it was this one.
Made in the Abyss, is that the one about the idol who has the mental breakdown?
Oh,
or is that blue? Because I know one of them was about an idol who suddenly she was getting stalked and suddenly started imagining different things, and that movie Black Swan with Natalie Portman was actually very much loosely based off that.
I think I know what you're talking about. Well, I always associate that with the fish on the cover, on one of the volume covers.
Yeah. Now it's gonna bug me.
I almost said Demon Slayer, but I feel like that would be too much. In the sense that we already have a lot of Demon Slayer.
Perfect Blue.
It's called Perfect Blue. That's the name of the one?
Yeah.
It's not... Oh.
I am not too familiar with Made in the Abyss now that I looked that up. I might have to check that one out. But yeah, that one was like they changed it to a ballerina and.
Oh. I think it's sad that when I was looking at my manga for tonight's like pick or prompt, that like there's apparently is like a lot of shoujo live actions in Japan, but we do not get them. Like Yoro the Dawn has one, Takane and Hana has one, High School Debut has one, No Longer Heroine has one, Kimi ni Todoke has one, that we do have some here too, but like I feel like these big series get these things and I'm like we don't get them.
We can get some of them on that Viki.
Really?
Yeah. Takane and Hana's on there.
Viki is like mostly all Asian dramas.
Yeah.
Oh.
They even have some of the Chinese animes on there now.
Yeah, there's like 3 like Boys Over Flowers. There's like a Chinese, a Korean, and a Japanese,
Taiwanese, and yeah.
What else?
The Boys Over Flowers. Like first time I saw that, I said, "Oh, this is funny," and now I look back at it and go,
"Yeah,
you picked the wrong guy."
One of my friends she was talking about how she loved the series, and she was like, I think I might recommend it to you. She's like, let me first read some of it again. She's like, don't go read it. She's like, you're not gonna like it because of the whole bully thing, I guess.
Yeah. He goes to an extreme of bullying. Like it opens pretty much when she's like not very wealthy, and she ends up getting into like a very wealthy school. And he's one of the 4 richest guys in the school. And there's a kid who's literally on the verge of suicide because of him. And then she tries to keep her head down and just do her schooling. And then one day she defends a friend of hers from him she accidentally spilled something on his shoe and he was trying to make her lick his shoe clean. And she tells him not to do that. And he gets mad at her, says some stuff. She ends up hitting him, knocking him out. Like in the Korean one, it was a kick, but and there's another guy. One of the other guys is a nicer guy that she ends up starting to become really close with, and he's the one you kind of hope she would end up with. But then, like, the other guy kidnaps her at one point, brings her home, and he forces her into these clothes. I'm like, okay, which one's
Here's some of them. There's Boys Over Flowers. Here's Kirakun Today is on here. Princess Jellyfish.
Oh, Takana and Hana?
Yeah, Takane and Hana. Absolute Boyfriend. LDK. There's so many
Sweat
good
and Soap
ones.
was bad. I tried watching that.
Oh, wait.
It's funny.
Are those all of them right here? Honestly, because I missed some of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What's Wrong with Secretary Kim? I love.
Yeah. These are just ones I really like. True Beauty's on here.
Have you guys watched Cheese in the Trap? Apparently,
yes.
It's good.
It's good. I say it's a manga. Is that right? Or is it not wrong? So I've been seeing like a lot of people really want that.
Yeah.
Is it like on Webtoons or something?
Yes.
Is it?
One of them, not Webtoons. One of those apps that
have
the manga.
Yeah.
I forgot which one.
But yeah,
they have so many.
Where is it?
They're even starting to have a lot on Netflix too.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
they used to have like a section down here for manhwa.
I think they replaced it with the animation. Oh, Her Private Life is hilarious too.
Yeah, I need to continue watching that. I think I watched that over on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, here it is, Reborn Rich.
Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, Reborn Rich.
Reborn Rich.
Don't call it a mystery.
What? We both said at the same time.
The Guardian, the Lonely God, that was good too. It's called Goblin on Netflix,
right
but yeah.
Did you say Goblin?
Yeah.
Because my friend, I remember, was obsessed with that when it was releasing. She's like, "You need to watch it. You need to." But I haven't watched any because they're so addictive. I don't know how you guys can read manga and watch K-dramas, because I'd be like, forget everything. I'm just gonna watch this.
Yeah, I had to watch I had to calm it down to like one episode a day for the K-drama.
Yeah,
sit there and watch it.
And then some of them are short enough that you can get through them.
Mm-hmm. The one I'm watching now is called King the Land, and I'm forcing myself to like slow down.
Supposedly,
how is that?
Isn't that
good? So funny?
One of my friends just recommended it. It's the same artist, I think. It's the same artist that does Who Made Me a Princess, because they were saying that it looks like are they adults in that one, Mark?
Mm-hmm.
Or are they kids?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the manhwa, she was saying the beginning of the manhwa captures them as kids, and then it goes into adults. I don't remember where the link is, but she's like, you need to add this.
That's funny.
Oh, there it is right there.
Oh my god, Princess Hours. Coffee Princess is like...
I can honestly say when it came to princess stuff in high school, I was super into that. Like, where they're the girl that's been the super nerdy chick, and then like she goes
I'm sorry.
She finds out she's been a princess all along. Oh,
yeah.
Close. Oh wow.
Yeah, Playful Kiss.
Playful Kiss is almost like as problematic as Boys Over Flowers. Because he treats her like utter crap.
Yeah. Oh, Secretary Kim's up here. I'm watching that on Netflix though.
Oh, that's on Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I should try it, but I feel hesitant.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
Nine-Tailed Fox is good. They have a sequel too on Netflix.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know. Oops, sorry.
Come on.
I did not know that the same creator of Cheese in the Trap is the same one of After School License for Unread. Unripe Apples. That series has been on my Twitter so much.
Oh, let's see if my boy's up here.
Okay.
Where are you?
So what
Do you
made...
see a puck?
No, not him.
You will?
Yeah.
Here. Go back. You
Yeah.
just passed him.
Is that him? No, that was some other
Go
guy.
back. Go back. There he
Or
is.
no. Who?
The one from True Beauty.
Oh, yeah. I love him.
He's adorable. Like, he's got these eyes. Like, when he smiles, it's like his eyes smile. It's like so adorable.
Mhm. Yeah, you can see all the stuff he's been in.
I could hear the awe in both of you guys' voice as soon as you went to Mark recognized who it was.
Like, oh, yeah. Oh, and him too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like my favorite. Oh,
Mine would be the guy who's from Secretary Kim. He's also in that Swana class. Oh God, I can't say the word.
Hey,
what's wrong with Secretary Kim? Hi. We're finishing up, but we're just checking out some K-dramas.
Yes, they're kindly.
We're introducing Laura to Vicky.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Romantic comedy. What do we got in here?
Descended Sons. Oh, Strong Woman Do Bung Sung was hilarious.
Strong. Oh, this one? Oh, I think I started watching that one. I think it was on Netflix.
She descends from a family where all the women have like super strength.
Yeah.
But if they do something terrible, they lose the strength.
They lose it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I might just watch this just because the umbrellas.
You know, I was low-key thinking the same thing, how the girl looks cute with her little pigtails. Or her braids, I should say.
Yeah. While you were sleeping. What?
Oh, yeah, they adapt a lot of American stuff. They even had CSI over there.
Oh. That's the first time I've seen something like that.
I think they recently had Suits, too.
The Girl Who Sees Smells.
I was just looking at that. What does that thing even say? Comes home from school, finds out her parents were killed by... Ooh. What? She also gets into a car. I hope it ain't into a car with him.
Oh, here we go.
What? This is the... What? Oh, I can't read that.
6 months.
What does it say, Margaret?
Okay, her family is killed by a serial killer. She also gets into a car accident. While running away from the serial killer and stays in a coma for 6 months. When she wakes up, she doesn't know it's 2019, remember what happened in the past or her name, and she gains a superpower that enables her to see smells. Mugak, the detective, also loses his younger sister to a murderer. He gets a big shock and loses consciousness, which takes him 6 months to regain. Without knowing each other's painful family history, they need each other. There's like some things that are right in the middle of words that throws me off.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. What is that? So she's sort of got the whole Tanjiro vibe where she can...
Sounds like they both have superpowers after sleeping in a coma for 6 months.
Yeah.
Well, it has a high rating despite the odd title.
Bride of the Water God.
Oh.
It's nothing like the manga, but I like the series.
Yeah.
Is that
try that out.
Okay, that's not the one by Ray Toma though, right?
No, that's a different one.
No.
What's the name? Because I know there's Bride of the Water God, and then there's the Ray Toma one. What's the name of the?
There's the manhwa. This one's
Water Dragon's Bride.
Water Dragon's Bride.
Yeah,
this one is like based off a manhwa, but the manhwa's set in the past. This they bring it into the present. It's more of like a comedy romance.
I think Bride of the Water God. I think it's like OP, but why does he have his thing half on, half off? I like his hair,
that character. He's very like eccentric.
Oh, okay. Well, that fits the vibe.
He's one of the gods.
You know, this gives me like teenage vibes, like not in a bad way, but you know, like it was like what's the? He was like the famous dude that dated like Hilary Duff or Lizzie McGuire or something like that, and he had the blonde hair. He was like super.
Jesse McCarthy.
I think it is him. But yeah, and it just gives me that vibe. I'm like, I feel like I'm flashing back to my past teenage self.
Mm-hmm.
This has a strong rating too.
Yeah.
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Interesting. It looks really pretty. Oh, Lovers of the Red Sky. That looks like a different thing I've seen, but I think I'm thinking of an actual novel, not a manga. Wait, I should be saying manhwa. I'm assuming that these are all based off manhwas. Mainly,
most of them are, but some of them are originals.
Yeah, you got like Korea, Japan, Thailand, others.
I think I mostly watch the Korean stuff on it.
Me too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, is all of that free, or do you have like a subscription for this one?
There's a subscription.
Yeah, there's a subscription, but I think it's like what, $5 maybe?
Yeah.
A month.
That's not bad.
You can. I think it's free. I think most of it's free, but you have to like watch commercials or something like that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I hate that.
When you're trying to like watch a like,
and then something comes on that's completely like takes you right out of it.
No. Like, I must know what happens. But yeah.
Legend of the Blue Sea. Oh, that's the one with the mermaid. I know what that one is. It's been a while since I've seen that one.
Oh, that's cool. Tempted. Shooting Stars.
It took me a second. I was like, is it supposed to say something else since it has the star, the asterisk symbol? I was like, or is it actually Shooting Star? Like, I was like, that's messing with my brain.
Yeah.
I think he's an alien, if I remember the story. It's been a while.
Oh, this one.
Or maybe not. I thought there is one.
I know I saw one that said alien. Home Alone.
Oh, that's a reality show. I get stuck on. There's one reality show on this I get stuck on watching, and it's only because the kids are so damn adorable. It's called Return of Superman, and it's about these Korean celebrity dads who like have to spend 48 hours alone with the kids while the mother goes away.
Oh, I want to watch that.
It's as cute as anything. There's one now, this soccer player who's got 3 kids, and he took his They always arrange for them to do something. Like they took the kids to go meet this girl K-pop group, and like the oldest daughter was happy, and the middle son was happy, but the youngest son kept going. He wanted to sing a BTS song, and the company they were at was not the company that runs BTS. And then like the girl starts playing their song, and he just starts breaking down, crying, "I want to sing Butter."
Oh my goodness.
I was like, oh my god, it's so adorable. All right. I have to get up in the morning and do like a class and tons of paperwork. But I want to thank everybody for coming. Hopefully be back next week. Yeah. Laura, do you have anything coming up on your channel?
Yeah, I will have a review coming out of I'm giving the disgraced lady a lesson in naughtiness. And I don't know what the second half of it's a clean, wholesome thing. Like,
okay, I was about to say.
I was telling my son, he's like, "Mom, what are you reading?" I was like, "It's not like that." I was like,
it's clean cut.
From what I've seen, the naughtiness is like having cake before dessert, or like getting up in the middle of the night, eating candy, when you shouldn't. And like she was like treated super dirty by like her ex-fiance. Like they were engaged, he dumped her, and then he kicks her out of the kingdom and says she's wanted and that she needs to be executed. I was like, bro, like what? I don't know what she did. And so this wizard takes her in, and that's when he like starts teaching her naughty things to make her so that she can be happy, because he's like, he's like, eating cake before dinner makes me happy, so you need to learn this. So I'm going to review that on Friday. I haven't read it yet. I'm reading it tomorrow because I was afraid if I read it today and then tried to review in the morning, I'd make no sense because I knew I'd be tired too. But I know the anime is coming out, so I was going to review it before the anime because I was curious about the anime and very curious about the manga.
All right, and Mark, what do you have coming up?
Let's see. I've got a video coming out tomorrow, and the manga Freakathon starts October 1st, so only 5-6 more days?
Yeah, because Sunday, right?
Nice.
Yeah, so I have my whole stack of like spooky things to read over here, and we're having a reading sprint, our first reading sprint on the 6th. So
nice.
Should be a lot of
fun.
fun.
I have to get back to you. I want to be involved in that, but
yeah,
find out what's going on.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping I get a video out this week. I've been behind in my videos. I got a manga 101 where I want to talk about shonen and seinen for those who don't know about the different genres. Similar but very different. So hopefully that I'll get out on Friday unless something happens again. But let's pray it doesn't.
Yes.
But again, thank you guys for coming. Everybody in the chat, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to get this to 800 and hopefully 1,000 by the end of the year.
Yeah.
In the meantime, have a great night, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
If I can just hit the end stream button.